Dividends, dividends, dividends. If you're going to be investing for the long term, you might as well get rewarded for it in some shape or form. And dividend investments is the way to do that. Welcome to Fab Intentions, where we have fabulous intentions about increasing your financial and business intelligence. In this video, what we're going to discuss today is what is a dividend, why you should invest in stocks, ETFs, or other types of dividend yielding investments, how often do dividends pay, or how often does a company pay dividends, and what dividend investments I'm currently holding. So what's a dividend anyway? A dividend is a payment from an organization to individuals that own shares or stock in the company. How often are dividends paid? There are dividend schedules that vary from quarterly and even monthly. That's my kind of dividend. Now let's cover why you should invest in dividend yielding investments. There are different strategies in the portfolio. There are strategies that are short term, where an individual is looking at day trading, swing trading, where you're just looking for a quick profit from the difference where you bought the stock to where you sell the stock. Then you have a strategy that's more on the long term, where you're intending to hold your investment for a long term. If you're looking at holding a stock anywhere between 1 year to 5 to 10 years or even more, you should really consider looking at stocks that yield a dividend. Why? Because while you're holding that stock, you're receiving that payment, and you could utilize it to do different things. You could utilize it as passive income, especially if you own quite a bit of shares in the company, to where that dividend yield can replace income in different areas. Who doesn't love passive income? Income that you can earn while you're asleep. Who doesn't love that? Also, you can look at it as a way to increase how much investments you own by creating a snowball effect. When you receive the dividends, you go ahead and reinvest those dividends back into buying more of that specific stock or buying more of any other stock or investment holdings that you have. So it increases your ability to continue to purchase. Yeah, now you're thinking. Ticker symbol AGNC, or AGNC Investment Corp. AGNC Investment Corp operates as a real estate investment trust. It primarily invests in agency residential mortgage-backed securities on a leveraged basis. ARKG is ARK Genomic Revolution ETF. ARKG is an actively managed fund that targets companies involved in the genomics industry. That includes businesses that are focused on targeted therapeutics, bioinformatics, molecular diagnostics, stem cells, and agricultural biology. My next ETF, and one of my favorites, is Realty Income, ticker symbol O. Realty Income is a real estate company which engages in generating dependable monthly cash dividends from a consistent and predictable level of cash flow from operations. It operates through the rental segment. P is in Paul, EY, for Power Shares High Yield Equity Dividend Achievers Portfolio ETF. PEY tracks a yield-weighted index of U.S. companies that have increased their annual dividends for at least 10 consecutive years. PEY's commitment to dividend stability makes it a very attractive option for those who are looking for dividend paying stocks. Ticker symbol S as in Sam, P as in Paul, HD, Again, SPHD. S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF. SPHD tracks a dividend yield weighted index comprising the least volatile and highest dividend yielding S&P 500 stocks. Ticker symbol GAIN, or GAIN, for Gladstone Investment. Gladstone Investment Corporation is a business development company. Its investment objectives is to achieve and grow current income by investing in debt securities of established businesses that will provide stable earnings and cash flow to pay expenses. And they seek long-term capital appreciation by investing in equity securities. Let's take one last look at the ticker symbols of those dividend yielding investments that I'm currently holding. Take notes. I want to thank you for taking the time today to be with me and increase your financial and business intelligence. Get out there and be prosperous.